The biggest way to drive sales is through email, and the best way to get people on your email list is with a lead magnet.
In this video, we're going to show you the 3 best lead magnets that you need to create to fill your list full of hot prospects who are ready to buy.
We've used these lead magnet ideas with some of our Atomic members, and some of them have seen incredible list size growth, and some of them have even seen an instant quadrupling of their sales. Sounds good?
Sounds awesome.
Let's do this.
Before we dive in, let's get super clear on what a lead magnet is. A lead magnet is a douchey marketing term for a free item or service given away in exchange for getting a potential customer's contact details. For example, free trials, free consultations, ebooks, quizzes, that kind of thing. And we use these lead magnets to create sales leads. Clever name, right?
Now what most people do is create tons of different lead magnets, many of which don't get any downloads, and some of which are just attracting the wrong types of clients.
And some are epically long and take a ridiculous amount of time to create, which is just a big waste of time.
So let us tell you that only 3 types of lead magnets that you actually need to create. See, it all comes down to the customer journey and at which level of purchase intent they are at. So we're going to split this up into 3 sections: low, mid, and high purchase intent.
A low purchase intent person is someone that they kind of know that they've got a problem, but don't know yet that you have a solution for them. A mid purchase intent person is a potential customer that knows they've got a problem and knows that you've got a solution. They're just not fully convinced to buy from you yet. And a high purchase intent person is pretty much ready to buy from you. There's just 1 or 2 things that's holding them back.
And if you think about it, all of your potential customers are at some point along this buyer journey. And all you need to do is to create a lead magnet for each stage of that buyer journey to attract them at all levels. In other words, match the lead magnet to their intent. Let's look at each stage and give you some examples.
Let's start with low buyer intent. At this stage, all you have to do is attract the right sorts of customers to your list. Because they may not be ready to buy right now, but you're going to attract them and you're going to nurture them. To get the right kinds of people onto your list, offer them something that only a potential customer would be interested in. Things that work well for this are things like content upgrades, so it could be a PDF, it could be an ebook, it could be a quiz, or even just simply a branded newsletter. For example, a fitness expert could say, join my newsletter and I'm going to send you 5-minute tips for getting big, ridiculoly fat muscles.
Yeah, that's the one I joined. Can you tell?
His legs though.
You've been checking out my legs, pal.
Alright, moving on.
Remember, because they are at this low intent, they might take a little while to nurture before they eventually become a customer. But that's where your email marketing comes in. So that's the low purchase intent. And this is where most people go wrong, because they just stop here. They only have this one low purchase intent lead magnet, and thus the only subscribers they're getting are low intent, and thus when they try and sell something via their email, it's just full of low intent subscribers who are never going to buy, or at least not yet. Some might be, but most probably won't. Is this you? Go check yourself.
So let's have a look at more juicy prospects. How do we know who is ready to buy? But not only that, how do we get them to opt into our lead magnet so we can follow up with more direct sales?
Mid-purchase intent. A good lead magnet at this level would be something that indicates they have a problem that you can solve and they're willing to invest a little bit of time into delving deeper. For example, offering something like a free consultation or a buying guide or a webinar that solves the same problem that your potential product would also solve.
These types of lead magnets are great for retargeting people too.
Typically, you'll get much less people opting into these higher purchase intent lead magnets, but that's great because you want higher quality, higher purchase intent people subscribing to your email list.
The best part about these prospects too is that if you do a really good job on the lead magnet, then you are more likely to get that sale. And you have the ability to follow up and be a little bit more direct in asking for the sale.
Okay, awesome. So let's move on to the high purchase intent people. How do we get them on our email list?
Well, we know people who have done this and quadrupled their sales instantly. So word of warning, these tactics result in customers. Cheesy sound effect alert right now. Yes! Remember, people with high purchase intent are people that are pretty much ready to buy, but they just have a couple of things holding them back, such as price or being confident that whatever you're selling does what it says it does. So good lead magnets could be things like request a quote, start a demo, download a price guide, or even just book into a sales call. Now, anyone that grabs one of these lead magnets is super hot, and it allows you to be a lot more direct on the sale. You can ask them directly if they want to buy, or even, heaven forbid, give them a call on the phone.
What?
Close that, baby.
What's a phone? This works ridiculously well, so give it a go and see what you think. Like we said, we've seen people instantly quadruple their sales because of this. In fact, we want to challenge you right now to create a lead magnet for each stage of the buying journey, low, mid, and high purchase intent. Can you do that? Are you gonna watch your sales soar? Yeah, let us know in the comments.
What passed? Oh. In the meantime, if you want to know how a simple price guide can quadruple your sales and join the debate on whether prices should be on your website or not, then go check out that video over there.
He's been Andrew, I've been Pete. Make sure you subscribe for more marketing unboring. See you next time.